from Chris 6 News, this is your Tropical Storm Marco update, brought to you by the law offices of Herman & Herman.
It looks like Louisiana is going to have a pretty impactful week. Let's get a full look at the forecast here locally with meteorologist Sharon Ray, who's joining us with more. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Paula. Well, fortunately, right now it does not look like we are going to be directly impacted by these storms, but today the swells will come up, those high period swells, and there is a higher rip current risk. And again, Wednesday and Thursday we'll watch that as Laura gets closer. So we will have to watch some minor impacts here, but for the most part, our rainfall is not expected to be heavy. Most of it's going to go north. We may get a few showers and storms, though, in the next few days, which we're seeing a little bit of rain right now. You can see these showers off the coastline, which are approaching. So we'll get a little bit of rain in the area today, certainly very hit and miss in nature, as temperatures right now are in the 70s. It's pretty comfortable out there inland with 74 at Alice, but 81 right now at the Naval Air Station. Winds are coming around to the north right now, and that's going to keep our humidity down a little bit today. So the heat index with the feels like temperature won't be too high today. Again, as we reach into the lower 90s in Corpus Christi this afternoon, we also have that potential of an isolated thunderstorm, and temperatures, the heat index, only up to about 102 degrees. You can see the forecast highs today anywhere from 90 at Port Aransas to 97 at George West, Beeville 96, Robstown 95 degrees today. And this is Future Tracker showing those little showers off the coastline. As those move inland, we could get a thunderstorm or two in the area this afternoon, and then those will die out tonight. Tomorrow we have the potential of an isolated shower or two as well in the area. So we have these two storms out here that we've been watching. As you'll notice, Tropical Storm Marco, that has weakened. Laura continues to head over Cuba and is forecast to strengthen. We've got some things happening here. Marco is heading into higher wind shear. That's these colors in blue. Here's the lower wind shear, and remember, we don't want the wind shear because that tears the tops apart, and that's what causes it to weaken. I guess we should say we want the wind shear because we don't want it to strengthen. And indeed, Marco, as it's tracking toward Louisiana, is heading into unfavorable conditions, so is not expected to strengthen. But you see this. Laura is going to be heading right into that more favorable area as the high pressure ridge over the Atlantic here is going to steer these systems around it in a clockwise manner here. And with that, the forecast probability is the path is to head into New Orleans, or actually into Louisiana. And this is Laura, a little bit to the east, or to the west rather, of New Orleans by Wednesday night. So something that we'll watch though, because if this high pressure ridge should change a little bit and steer it more to the west, then that forecast could change. But for now, we are not expected to see the impacts of this. Marco was about 115 miles to the south-southeast of the Mississippi, mouth of the Mississippi, and is tracking in that direction. And you can see making landfall tonight and continuing to parallel the coastline here and weakening. Meanwhile, Laura is forecast to strengthen, bringing tropical storm conditions over Cuba and Jamaica, and then moving over in the open water, possibly a Category 2 or a little higher. Could strengthen even more as it heads into the upper coast of Texas, closer to Lake Charles. So certainly those folks under the gun here for those hurricane conditions by Wednesday. So for us, right now it's looking pretty quiet. We do have some showers and storms in the forecast, not a lot, but temperatures are going to be seasonably hot as we go through the work week.